My name's Michelle Newton. I'm known as the Aussie Angel Lady. This page is all about assisting you to create a life that is prosperous. And what's prosperity? It's having great health, and it's having great money, and it's having a lot of happiness and peace. Let me know if you're here. I'd love to know who's on the call. Please send me some hearts. Hi, Barbara. How are you? I've just finished my weekly angel reading on the Michelle Newton page. I will post that here for you if that hasn't come up in your feed and you've missed it. So Happy New Year. Today is the Chinese, I think it's called the Solar New Year. It's actually the Chinese Astrology New Year, so that's why we go by actually, because we follow Master Selwa and her fabulous teachings, and my sister's actually trained in it. So, so it's Happy New Year today. How awesome's that? I bet you didn't even know that. Yes, I'm a very busy, but I've got plenty of time. Shazza, I used to be a busy person, but now I have plenty of time for all the important things. So that's a mindset shift that I've looked at recently. So Happy New Year. It's the year of the Earth Pig. So that is lovely. So let me know if you've had some prosperity demonstrations this week. I would love to know that. Shazza has just won an angel scope on my Michelle Newton page. So congratulations to you, gorgeous. And Shazza has been in my shop the last 2 weeks and had some lovely photos done. So that was really beautiful. And I have the Healing Centre, AOK Healing Centre at Emerald Bank in Kialla, which is 2 hours up the road from Melbourne. So if you haven't been up, please come up and see us. We'd love to see you there. Welcome to all the new ladies in the group. We've had lots and lots of new ladies join us this week. Hi, Mary Anderson. How are you, gorgeous? So that's lovely. I think we're sitting about 750. Hey, Annie, how are you, gorgeous? How's that new grandbaby going? So when we get to 1,000, not quite sure what we're going to do, but we're going to have a challenge, and that's going to get you interacting with me on the group. This is our closed group, and there will be prizes, so that will be lots and lots of fun. And we're not far off that, so please invite your spiritual girlfriends to join us. I do like you to answer the questions. A lot of people are still not doing that. It shows commitment if you answer the questions. They are actually a screening tool for me because not everybody gets into the group. I don't know whether you're aware of that, but they don't. And if you haven't answered the questions, could you please go to the post on this group? You'll be able to find it somewhere. And that tells you about the questions that you can answer there, which is really, really cool. Now, very, very good. If anyone watched the weekly reading, the Vermilion Angel Feather, which is Light a Candle, which is all about angel altar work, you'll see my beautiful angel back there. I have a bit of an altar. I don't know whether you can see it. I'll go this way. On my beautiful old Singer sewing machine there, that's actually an angel altar. And I have my new moon wishes on there. I have things that I'm working on with manifesting. So, I look at them every new moon and change them over. I have actually got a book about creating angel altars. Had a great special the last 2 weeks, but you've missed that. It's a beautiful book about creating angel altars because it's all about manifesting and working with the angels to bring amazing things into your life. So has anyone had a prosperity demonstration this week? I like to talk about prosperity demonstration. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Sorry, got off track. About the Light a Candle card that came up in the outcome of the reading, and that's why I went on to the angel altar stuff, because it's often in relation to talking to your angels and working with your angels more. In our bot, Gabby, we have a messenger bot that's attached to the weekly live readings on my page, and it gives you an extra card, and I never know what that card is because my assistant assists me with that. And the card was the Vermilion Angel Feather, so the card came out twice. So that's a synchronicity. So you really need to pay attention to that. And this is the week to do some angel altar work, girls. It's very important. There's a couple of girls have actually shared their photos of their angel altars on the page. I'd love you to do that because it's a way for everybody to learn. And every altar is so, so different. That's what I really love about angel altar work. I will teach it one day as well, so if anyone's interested. So that's really good. Anyone had a prosperity demonstration? Now that is, what is a prosperity demonstration? It's something that you've received from the universe, something that's made you smile, something that you've won, something that showed up just at the right time. You might have got a discount. You might have won some money. You might have found some money. You might have won a prize. You might have been given some flowers. There's so many ways that you can receive prosperity demonstrations. I went to the bank a couple of weeks ago because I actually had to open another account, which I really didn't want to do, but the ANZ stopped allowing you to deposit at the post office. So to save myself a lot of time going into town all the time to the ATM, which I could never get a park at, I thought, okay, I'm going to open another account. Now, when I went in to open that account with this lovely lady, she was really, really helpful. She said to me, Michelle, I'm going to waiver the monthly fee for 12 months. So that's $120 prosperity demonstration. See how it works? So I thank you, angels. That is awesome. I'm more than grateful and ready to receive and open to receive that. Thank you. So prosperity demonstrations can come in lots and lots and lots of ways. Is anyone here that's had a prosperity demonstration? Lisa received information on a course that she'd been thinking of looking into. So did the information bring you some sort of unexpected discount, or what do you mean, Lisa? Let me know. Anyone else have a prosperity demonstration? It could be a pay rise. It could be a promotion. It could be whatever. 30% off my Angels Staircase CD. If you put the coupon code HEAL2, you get 2 CDs, 30% off in my shopping cart. That's a prosperity demonstration. If you want one, 10% off. HEAL, just HEAL. MichelleNewton.com. Yeah, so that's there's a little something falling down there. Yeah. So anyone else receive a prosperity demonstration this week? I'd love to know. I can't see many comments coming through. There was a post on the page this week about, I asked you to comment because my sister and I picked up, well actually I picked it up, we were discussing someone in the family and referring to them as the poor girl or poor boy. So that really needed to change. So there was a lot of discussion on the thread about, because I always look at, because that is actually probably some sort of a conditioning or something that we've learnt from our family, from our parents or people around us that we continue to do. So we're very influenced by the way people talk around us, especially between 0 and 10. So we need really, it was a must to change that. I'll continue talking about that in a minute. So what there's a lot of suggestions. So what we felt as sisters felt comfortable with substituting the word poor because it means poverty. Who wants to be verbalizing poverty onto someone? It was just really, it's not good. So we want to change that, and that's what we do. We listen to how we talk, we pick each other up because we are accountability buddies, and it's great if you've got an accountability buddy, whether it's your sister, your mother, your husband, your brother, your girlfriend, I don't care, your son, or your daughter, because they're viruses or some sort of subconscious programming that's happened when you were younger that you really need to look at and change. So what felt right for us, and there was some great suggestions here, so thank you ladies for that. That was really, really lovely. And there was some great suggestions, but what we felt worked for us was darling girl or darling boy, okay, because that resonated with us. Annie, I think, suggested bless their beautiful soul, which was gorgeous, but we just wanted to make it short and sweet and something that was positive. So hey Annette and hey Janice, how are you? Now I'm going back to Lisa. Lisa's saying I would be able to offer more services to clients, hence receiving money from clients. Okay. So from doing the course, is that what you're talking about, Lisa? Yeah. So if you've got a question for me, now's the time, because I won't be here very long. And if you want to ask me anything, I don't care if it's about manifesting. I have manifested so many things into my life, physical, tangible things such as a new house when we were homeless, and we had sold all our furniture and moved interstate and came back again. So a new house with furniture in it in my colour scheme. Fabulous. I've manifested a purpose-built healing centre, which is not small. It's actually quite a large building and purpose-built from a nobleman that showed up. That was brilliant. I've manifested a miracle working with my son who has autism. And the list goes on and on and on. So, I've manifested lots and lots of things over the years, and money, like I've manifested a successful possible launch and raised a lot of money to print my last oracle, which was the Archangel Michael's Sword and Shield oracle. So, and doing a lot more work with money as well. So to manifest higher amounts of money. So that's really, really cool. So that was the little update on the substitute word for poor. Please don't call anyone poor. Don't say the poor girl or the poor boy or the poor thing. It's like, you've got to be careful how you speak over people, because it nearly sends the vibration to the person. Okay, does that make sense? So people, if you're new to the group, please don't think I'm being critical, but I will pick you up on the way you write in comments. So if you write trying, I will write please substitute with doing, because trying's like a mouse on the wheel. I don't like you to own disease, so don't say my sore back or my hearing loss or my whatever. Because you are clinging to it and you have an attachment to it and it's bringing you something. So you need to really look at that. So that would be your starting point. So there are a couple of things. I do not like the word retirement. So anyone who writes retirement, you will get a comment from me saying go into a happy new stage of life. Retiring is the same as retirement. It's awful energetic word that you just keep getting tireder and tireder and tireder, and usually you conk out. I had so many nursing friends who all they wanted to do was retire from night duty, and they passed over within 6 months of retirement. Don't do that. Not good. Not if you want to, go and look at the world. Not a good idea. So happy new stage of life. Thank you for that, girls. If you do post a comment on the page, I love you to hashtag Michelle is rich, then hashtag your name. So say Shazza is rich, Lisa is rich, Joanne is rich, whoever is rich, because we really are, we're working on stepping into prosperity. So that is thinking in a rich manner and acting in a rich manner. So not acting povo and not thinking in it with a povo consciousness. Okay, does that make sense? I want to bring up another little thing for you tonight, and here's another little gem for you that I've worked on. This is one of mine. So I love seeing your money your money trait, those subconscious programming in that question. What did you bring down from your childhood? Like money doesn't grow on trees. The list is amazing. I'm actually keeping a list because we will be doing work on this, and the things that people write, and you think, oh, another one and another one and another one. Oh my goodness, so many conditionings of negative stuff about money and wealth and rich people. It's just really interesting. So they're the things you need to really work on. I want to talk to you about your mindset towards, put the pen down, Michelle, your mindset towards looking at, say, items that are high-ticket items. I'll give you an example of what happened. And I actually, because I've come from a nursing background, business, I love to teach women, spiritual women how to do spiritual business. Nurses don't deal with money at all. They don't charge, they don't invoice, they don't even get a Band-Aid for Christmas, let's face it. So one of the very few professions that no money is exchanged hands in. So very interesting. So I've come from that into a business where making money is imperative. And, when I first opened my healing centre, people walked in and they go, oh, these type of things never last. And it happened over and over. And I used to react. It used to be a trigger. I used to get really fluffy about it. But now I don't, because I'm very strong, and I set my day up. I've done so much work on manifesting and studying manifesting, and I've done many courses. I've worked with many mentors. I've had a mindset coach last year. I've got a business coach this year. So investing in yourself is imperative if you are a spiritual businesswoman, so that you can really step into having a successful and abundant and prosperous spiritual business. So when I first opened the centre, people did trigger me. So if something triggers you, you really need to do a lot of work on it. So tap on it and speak about it, write it in a journal, all those types of things. And I used to get very triggered when people come in and go, oh, these type of things never last. Even though I really adjusted my focus when I opened my healing centre, because I had been online in my business initially, was to have a very beautiful, not saying that other spiritual businesses haven't been beautiful, but to have an edge to my centre that was classy, that was really beautiful. And I didn't want things hanging all over the roof and walking in and feel like you're being overpowered by 30,000 million different incenses and that type of stuff. So my intent for my centre was to have it classy, to have it beautiful, to have a different edge to it. And even though it was going to be a spiritual-based business, I wanted to extend my product range so that it wasn't just angels. I was in mainly a very narrow niche online of angels. So I wanted to extend it to be inspirational gifts and to bring in organic skincare and all sorts of different types of products that would assist people to be prosperous. And anyway, so this day, a gentleman came in and I was standing there with I've got about 6 really tall crystal cabinets with really beautiful crystals in them, and some of them are really large crystal specimens. Thank you, Shazza. Anyhow, this fellow came in, he walked in and he went up to my cabinet where I've got some really large pieces of amethyst, okay? And I opened, he said, I'd like to look at that piece of amethyst. And I instantly thought to myself, whoa, that's going to cost you, okay? Povo, Michelle. So I opened it up and I got it out for him and I said that, it's an expensive piece of crystal. And I instantly had like a ding! Michelle, you are going to lose this sale because of your Povo mentality. And I went, but it's just amazing and beautiful and stunning, and this is what amethyst does. And I thought, when I said that word expensive, I nearly lost that sale. Thank the Lord, the angels and all their mates, that this man really resonated with that really large piece of crystal and he desired it. And he probably manifested it. So he actually bought it. And then when he bought it, I actually nearly went weak at the knees. I felt quite like jelly. But that was about me. So I really had a really strong look at that, because that was my poverty consciousness that really nearly lost that very large sale. Okay. Now that amethyst specimen was worth every cent. And if you went and bought that amethyst specimen probably downtown in Melbourne, you would probably pay 3 times or 4 times for it. I'm a very savvy buyer and I love to pass on the benefits to my customers, because then they'll come back over and over again. And I have a lot of customers that come from Melbourne to shop because they know the prices of things down there. So being a savvy businesswoman, I can actually manifest when I'm shopping, like I did on Saturday when I went to the gift fair. I will put it out there before I go that the angels will show me magnificent, beautiful items that will bring me prosperity and will bring other people prosperity as well. So here's the thing. The word expensive, if you say that, if you hear yourself say that, or if that comes out of your mouth, you want to really look at that this week. It's a terrible word. It it puts an emphasis on poverty and the fact that you believe that you cannot afford that, that you would not be worthy of that item. Does that make sense? Let me know if anyone's here watching me and have any thoughts on that, because no one's commenting. I don't know whether I'm just stunning you all. But anyway, please put some comments through because I love to see them. I'm laughing because I do the same and say the same. No, you're not going to shut your mouth, Janice. Here's the thing that you're going to do. Hey, Donna. Yes. What I want you to do is pick yourself up. It's the same as the trying word. I say, oops, I'm doing it. I'm not trying anymore. I'm doing. Because doing is an action word, and doing will shift you into action on whatever it is that you're doing. Now, with things like what I've just explained, just seeing if anyone else has got. Jacinta said expensive is a word I know I use. Excellent. Again, Jacinta, here's what you're going to replace it with. Took me a while to work this one out. Want to share it with you though. What you're going to do every time you hear yourself saying, that's expensive, or, I love that, but it's too expensive, or, I'd love to go to that concert, oh, it's expensive. I want you to go, oops, I want you to change the word expensive to valuable, because you'll shift the energy, okay, to what value something brings you. It shifts you instantly out of povo mentality. Does that make sense? So you look at the value of something, okay, and what value it's going to bring to you. And I now, when I go to the crystal cabinets, because I've done so much work on this expensive virus, I feel very comfortable when I go to that. If someone walks in and says, I'd like to look at that, Michelle, I go, absolutely. That piece is so valuable. That piece is going to bring you so much value. It is beautiful. Its energy is going to bring you value. Does that make sense? Can you see the difference? I just had this, oh, ding. That's what I call a light bulb moment. That's what I call clarity, an epiphany, because you actually are listening and you think, oh, gosh, I nearly lost that sale. Hi, Michelle. We'll have to listen to myself. I know I used to say it, but now I have a great job with a great wage. I hopefully don't say this anymore. Well, test yourself. Go into the Mercedes-Benz dealership. See if you think it's expensive. Up the ante on something. Yeah. What a great way to change. Yes, it's a great way to change the energy. Because when you start looking at things for their value and what value it can bring you or somebody else, it takes you out of the povo mentality of there's no way I can afford that. I don't have the money. That's too dear. It's too expensive. Does that make sense? Because you go, oh, it's valuable. Maybe I could manifest that. Have a think about that, girls. So there you go. That's what I wanted to talk to you tonight. Does anyone else have anything to ask me? Hashtag valuable. Or to say while I'm here? Because I need to go and have some dinner. Natalie says it makes sense. Excellent. Joe's just given me some lovely hearts and said valuable. So, I'm always working on myself. You can choose to stay where you are. I've said this to my son today. If you continue to do the same thing, you will continue to get the same result. If you don't follow your guidance, you won't get the results. It's amazing the words we say and the impact that they bring. Yes, it is. Now, I'll give you an example with my son. Darling boy, he is. This is my autistic son. Now, I love being psychic, and the more you work with me, the more I'm going to trigger and teach you how to tune into your psychic abilities. I have a great antenna, and I tell people that when I do readings. I have a great antenna. I'm going to give you what I get. If you don't like it, not my problem. If you don't understand it, that's also not my problem. You need to go back and listen to it and start to work it out. Hey, Barbie, how are you? So I actually had a hit, which I call a hit or a download or an intuit, at Christmas time. I said to my son, it was very strong. I said to him, and this is not the first time. This is not the first time that I've had the same hit about this place for him to work. Okay? At the moment, give you a little. He's actually very qualified. He has a commerce degree and major in accounting, and he has a dual diploma in event management and recreation. Now, I actually encouraged him to go and do that double diploma. It was actually studying below his qualification, which they don't like you to do. Once you've got a university degree, they don't like you to study below it. But he was without work, and I did not want him sitting at home on his own in Melbourne being depressed. So I encouraged him to go back to study, and we actually synchronistically, serendipitously, all those words, he fell into this course. And it turns out that he had the best year of his life, and he met some absolutely amazing friends that he'll be friends with for life, and he had so much fun. So that's a great thing. And then following that, he didn't go into that field. He went back into finance again, which was great, but that was fantastic. Now, when was it? That's right. When he was looking for work, just as he was finishing that double diploma, I said to him, Jeffrey, I have had a download that there is a job at the Manningham Council, okay, which is not far from where he lives. And what did he do? He didn't listen to his mother. It's fine. You can not listen to a reading too. You can not follow your own guidance as well. And that's okay. So he eventually, after I pressured him, took his resume down to the council, and the young girl said, look, I'm so sorry, we filled it last week. Didn't even know there was a job. I got an intuit that there was a job there. He didn't follow his guidance. He didn't look into it. That was the first time. Christmas, it was probably, maybe 3 years ago. Christmas, just gone. I got the same intuit again. There is a job at the Manningham Council for Jeffrey. I said, Jeffrey, I've got a download that there's a job at the Manningham Council. So I passed the information on. What did he do? Someone tell me what he did. Did he act this time? Hello, Barbie. Anyone going to comment? Comments are very slow. Good on you, Jody. I'll tell you because no one's commenting. He didn't act. Again, he has had a bit going on in his life, so I'll give him a little bit of... he did nothing. Correct. So, as you know, I went to the gift fair on Saturday. No, he didn't act. Second time. He's autistic, by the way. He's got a pipeline as long as that. Honest to God, he's slow to act and he's slow to make changes. I went to the gift fair and I got home. It was probably 8 o'clock and I started to get this strong download again. They were hounding me like no tomorrow. The jobs at the Manningham Council, the jobs at the Manningham Council, the jobs at the Manningham Council. I went onto the website. And I went on to Seek, actually, and I put in Finance Jobs Manningham Council. And there was the job. The perfect job. This is the second time I've done it. The perfect job for him. He totally, completely qualified for this job. 5 minutes up the road. He's driving an hour each way in town through traffic lights every day. Anyway, there was the job that I told him about in December, and it was only advertised on the 18th of January. So I told him in December the job was coming, and he didn't act, and he didn't follow it through. And then, of course, I gave him the message, and then I got busy and didn't hear again. I didn't get the message again. Saturday night, I went, oh, my God, there's a job again. There's a job there. I looked it up. There was the job. Perfect job for him. Beautiful, amazing. And then I went to bed. I woke up on Sunday morning. They said to me, you need to check it again. It closed on Thursday. Oh, my God. I don't know why they gave me such a strong download on Saturday night. So he has since tried to apply for it through Seek. He can't even get the resume in. He's rung both the ladies today because he actually had a day off and said that, he didn't see it till the weekend. He's totally qualified. He'd love a new challenge. Could you please get back to me? We haven't heard anything. So I don't know. I'll keep you posted whether something eventuates. Maybe they don't get the right person or whatever. So this is just a story. Follow your guidance. The stronger you make that antenna, the stronger you make the connection, the quicker you follow your guidance, the angels will send it. So that's a story. Anywho, I probably should have kept checking in on it. Maybe I should have gone on because, I do assist him more than I would. I wouldn't even think to do that for my younger son, but I do assist him because I know he can have he gets into the comfort zone and he doesn't want to budge, and change is very difficult for him. But this job was 4 days a week on more money than he's making and a 5-second drive up the road compared to 2 hours a day. Anyway, there we go. So guys, ladies, have a beautiful week. Have a prosperous week. Tomorrow's a full moon. Please release anything that you no longer require. Light your candles. Do your angel altar work. Work on the word expensive this week and please replace it with the word valuable. Okay? It sure is a story, Lisa. The only thing is, I'm not quite sure why they gave me such a strong download on Saturday night. It may be interesting. I know my youngest son actually landed a traineeship once after the date was closed because a noble woman from his university stepped in and said to this company, you need to interview this boy. You need to. And he actually got that traineeship, and the rest is history. It could be something there for me, but you know what? He's 30. He's 30 years of age. He's an extremely independent and capable man. And there's a part of me that encourages him to make his own decisions and not being overly pushy with him. So there's a very fine line that you have to actually follow. Thank you so much. Don't try and tune in. You will tune in, Janice. I just talked about that. Anyway, there will be something in that for me, but maybe there is something still there. I know my youngest son actually has just landed an amazing job. That's what brought him back from England. And that job was advertised for 6 months and they closed it because they didn't get the right person and re-advertised it. And then one of Thomas's friends told him about that job. So, there's all sorts of things that can play out in this type of thing. So maybe, the lesson here is that he actually joins Seek and gets notifications from the Manningham Council or whatever. Thank you, Lisa. Yes. So there's a very fine line between being controlling and being encouraging and guiding. Do you know what I mean? Thank you very much, ladies. I'm going to go now. Have the most amazing week. Please put your prosperity demonstrations on the page. Hashtag your name and then hashtag Michelle is Rich. We love to see that. Stay tuned. Once we get to 1,000, we're going to have a challenge, and that's going to be so much fun. Don't forget the coupon code, which is HEAL or HEAL2, if you would like to grab the CD through my website, michellenewton.com. Take care and have the most amazing week. Bye-bye. You're welcome, Donna.